Welcome again. We will continue with our H5P. We will look at drag and drop. So we'll create a basic activity on drag and drop, which I think you will find it useful and give you an idea how to use drag and drop in your courses. We'll go to H5P. I'm using h5p.org, but you can do the same thing within Blackboard. So I'll click on try out now, and we'll go ahead with trying to create H5P. I already have it drag and drop the first one there because I used it before this. Now with here one is, I think I have an example of an aircraft components, which will illustrate what we can do. Aircraft component, and then I have an image for the background, which will be the scene that we're going to use to add the different activities. I think I have it on the desktop. Where is it? Here is it. So I'll take that one. Now it's there. Now, as you can see, I have this aircraft. I go to the task now. This is the aircraft I have, and I have few areas here that we can use for the aircraft. I took this one from this site, which flight literacy, and these are the components that we need to add. I can add here. So what we need to do, first we need to add an area that we can drop the component to. So these are the areas here. So I want to add a drop zone. So click on this one, and I'll call it zone 1, for example. You can call it exactly the same name as the make it the background capacity on only 60%. That will allow it to appear like this. See, that's the zone we have here. And now going back to this zone, you have also something here related to do you want to show the title, you don't want to show the title, and things like that. Yeah. Okay, so far we have no draggable components. What I have is the zones. So I created the zone here. I'll create another zone here. I'll call it zone 2. Zone 2. Then I'll make it 60% and add it there. I'll create, move this one and put it there. It's just time consuming to do this. It's just very simple and basic to do. There's nothing. I'm just go and repeat this one 6 times because I have, I think, 6 zones that I want to use. So I keep just doing this. I finish them all. Let me finish them all. I know I can do only 1 or 2 will illustrate the idea, but let's finish it all so we can have a better example. Will not take that much time. Then zone 4 now. Zone 4, and it's again 60%. Do that. And then here is it. We can make it zone 4 is this one. Now I need to remember my zones. Yeah, zone 1. Yeah, let me remember. That was zone 2. Sorry, I'm going into the wrong order. Zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. Now I have only one more zone remaining. Why I need to remember them? Because later you will see these zones can be linked to the draggable components that we're going to add. Good. Now we have done the zones almost. Yeah, almost. I can say this is the one. Move it a little bit up with the mouse. Now we need to add the draggable components. So we'll be use image or text. In this case, I'll use text. One problem here I have is I don't have places for the text, but I can place them in different places. Usually if you have a more space on the top, we can put all the text that you want to be dragging on the top, but for me I'll put them in different places here. So I'll add a new one now. This one I'll add, I already typed this one here, so I can't make any spelling mistake. Also I know what I'm doing. So here I want it to be draggable to all zones. Now it's draggable to all zones, but there is one zone is the correct one for the wing, which has to go in. Now this to give the student the option to drag it to a wrong position and then later get 0 point or minus point for that one. So this is the wing. Now I can bring it and maybe put it here and ask the student to drag it later. Now I go back here. The second one is here. I'm copying it and putting it there. I know it takes time to do this, repeat it, but it's really will help your student learning and improve their learning and stuff like that. And it's simple. I'm not taking too much work, and it's not really complicated what I'm doing. So back to here, adding this one, and then we'll make it draggable to all zones. And then it came here, the fuel. I think we'll take it a little bit far from where it should be, so we'll get the student a little bit more confused. And the last one, not the last one, one before the last, which should be the landing gear. We're adding the landing gear and selecting all, so it can be dragged to all of them, but only one of them will be correct. We will fix this one later. So this one, we'll put it here, somewhere here. And the last one now, truly the last one, is the power plant, and it's draggable everywhere, and we can just take it from here, put it, get a little bit smaller, and put it somewhere here. Now we have done what? Now we added zones, we added draggable items. Now we need to, this one needs a little bit to be smaller, okay, I'm spending time on it, I don't know why. And now the next thing we need to link the two together. So this one supposed to be, according to this one, should be the wing, and these are the two wings. So if I double click on this now, I can see now the draggable components, and the correct one is the wing. Done. This one should be, yeah, so double click here, I can see, I select the right one. Now here this one is this should be the power. Just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yes, it is. So, and this one should be easy, the landing gears, and this one should be I need to make sure. So fuel, yeah, that's the fuel. Okay, so we are done with our activity. Yeah, we gave it name. Now let's see how it will work. So I saved it now, and it's time to test and see how it will work. I'm sure it will be working fine. We'll see. If it doesn't working fine, we'll fix it. Yeah, we'll go back here, and it's here. We're going up. This is our exercise. So let's start playing with this. This one, we drag it here. Let's put the fuel here. Clearly it's not the place for the fuel. Even the indicator of the wings. Let's do at least the wings right. And we'll put the landing gear right. this one we need to little bit make it smaller in size. So we'll say check. Now they came all right. This is wrong because the fuel has to be here and the embing something should be here. So that basically we created a drag and drop activity, and we scored only 1 out of 5 because we made 3 points here and we lost 2 points here, so it became 1. And this is how easy it is to create a drag and drop. I just gave you this idea of this aircraft, but you can use it for a concept. You have a concept diagram and you want the student to drag the components of that diagram to the right place. You can use it for some machinery that you want them to identify different components of that machinery. It can be a coding example where you have the code and you have a statement that need to go into the right place, and the student can drag and drop that to the right place. There is endless application of that you can use for drag and drop activities. I hope you find the video useful, and thank you, and see you in the next video.